first off, you are currently, I think the last place where we left off is you were encamped down the mountain.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
we were watching. We were
basically
keeping watch
kept
on what was
watch
going
the
on up top.
entire night, trying to see if the dragon left, which it didn't. So yeah, previous session started with you guys in the castle. Basically trying to find the research notes that was hinted at while you fought the council leader and a couple of council members. You were successful in finding the notes, then you went up one more level because Gumby basically kind of convinced you to do so.
I thought it was just because we wanted to find loot, which we did.
Yeah, you wanted to find loot, and then Gumby had something else that he told, like at the moment you were at the door.
By the way, I know somebody who's behind this door.
Basically.
Yeah, weird.
You prepared for a battle, which you thought would be extremely difficult.
And it was easy.
It was
In
cake.
the end, Tyraneus got his ass kicked, but the rest of you were fine. Sad that he isn't here right now to make a comment.
Yeah. He did, though. He has good armor now, and he still got hit for like 20, 30 damage. Even though it was just daggers.
Continuous daggers. Which did way better than they ought to, but
It's
that's
sad.
his life.
Better than magic.
Yeah. Well, when all of the guys were dead, the thing that they were keeping close to the pyramid, basically, that they were keeping close, lost all of its closing powers, opened up, and a man around 8 feet stepped out, looking still quite strong, quite powerful individual, but weakened mentally, weakened physically, body-wise. Like, he was basically dirty, which he still is. You spent the night at the bottom cliff, as I said, keeping an eye out on the dragon, which didn't leave. You figured that the dragon did what the dragon said it would do. Basically burning the entire place down. So yeah, what do you want to do from here?
I would like to roll an 8d2 and a d8 plus 2 and get an 8.
You can do that when you take the rest,
Yeah.
like the week rest for leveling up.
Darn. Okay.
If you're talking,
I guess
still
we're
can't hear
heading
you.
back
Check
to-
your mic settings.
Check your mic.
Oh,
Testing.
First?
there we
Yeah.
go.
There we go.
I don't know. I guess I just had to change one of the plugs anyway. Good.
All
Go
right.
back. So,
So what are we doing from here then? Are we heading?
Back to Amita, I guess. Right? I mean, because we gotta. I figure we go back to Amita, have my auntie translate the notes, and then have my sister identify a bunch of the items we have.
Mhm.
Sounds like a plan.
All right,
What's the big guy's plan?
the big guy, he kind of, as you are discussing where you should go, he asks you, "Is Amida, is that a big place?"
That's decently sized.
depends on your definition of big.
Does it have a library? A reasonable library filled with recent information, old information?
Probably, right?
Yeah, I think we've been to that library, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not
So
talking
that's-
about my auntie's place. I'm talking about an actual library.
Your
There's that
auntie's
too.
place kind of rivals the library,
Yeah.
but your auntie's place is a little bit more specialized
Yeah.
and
yeah.
way more disorganized.
Yeah. She needs to come up with like an organization spell, like an automatically just like organizes everything. It'd be perfect. I don't know why she hasn't thought of that yet.
Sorting
They do it in
spell.
like Harry Potter. Why can't they do it in this world?
Yeah. It's too
You just
convenient.
flick a wand, say a random Latin word, and then
Well, before you can flick a wand and say a random Latin word, you first need to know what random Latin word you have to speak before you can actually do something.
yeah, but that's like so easy.
Can you have
No,
like
it's not.
macros for spells?
There was, going off rails a bit, but there was one specific spell in the Harry Potter universe, and there were like two. If you changed one syllable, instead of, I don't know, cleaning something, you got a buffalo on your chest. Something stupid like that.
That is pretty stupid.
Yeah. Which is kind of the way how magic there works. Magic here works a little different. Magic requires, other things. For wizards, it requires a real knowledge of how the world works. For clerics, it requires the real connection with the gods who supplements your knowledge of the world with its knowledge and allows you to use magic. Warlocks basically make a contract with a deity or a creature. And that contract basically entails, I'll do this for you, and you give me power. So they have a little bit more freedom of what they do as long as they keep to the terms of the contract. And various others get magic through lesser means of the same general idea. In any case, the big man, he kind of says, if you don't mind, I'd like to join you, at least until the city. From there, I'll enter the library, find a basic job, start learning about the world how it is now. Perhaps I can find some things that give me back more of my own memories. If nothing else, time will at least heal my body, I hope.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Are you rolling a BS check?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Let's roll insight.
Oh, somebody was rolling a die.
I'm not rolling a die.
12.
16.
I
would
think
make
this
damn
guy's
sure you
probably
don't.
pretty.
9. Good old wisdom.
Okay, so, Emboy, what is it specifically what you're looking for?
I just actually like make sure there's nothing else that he might want to be doing.
What do you mean by that?
Like, is he just literally just gonna go to the library and then like eat?
So you literally want to know if he spoke the truth to you.
Pretty much.
If you think that he's indeed going to the library, going to study, eat,
yeah,
live,
or
basically.
is there anything else, anything in his tone of voice that suggests that he might be going there for any other reason?
No.
Okay.
Drake, same question actually.
I'm just making sure he's well met. Like, he seems to
That
tell
he
the
is?
truth and he's well met.
Well, man, yeah, he means what he said.
Yeah, okay.
Die?
I just want to get a sense that he's not being duplicitous in any way.
That is what?
Yeah.
I can't. My tongue's not working. Duplicitous. He's not being duplicitous.
He doesn't have like a secondary motive.
Oh, thank you. I know a lot of words in English, but I didn't know that one yet.
My apologies. I wasn't thinking about the language thing yet.
To be fair, I don't really know that word either. I looked it up, but it's like, yeah.
Two-faced.
It's
I guess
deceitful.
you could say.
Yeah.
Two-faced,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Deceitful.
You really think that what he says is the truth? He wants to... Well, first of all, he wants to stay alive. He seems that he wants to at least regain his body's physique that he feels is missing.
Oh, really?
He wants to
Okay.
know more about the world as it is, and hopefully in that way learn more about himself. So you do not mistrust his words. Okay. Then, if that's basically what we're gonna do, I hope you have brought enough food.
We're
We have two
We can forage.
scavenger hunters
I
guys.
have hunter foraging.
Well, didn't we go back to Ados?
No. We're just right outside the mountain.
Okay. Okay.
We've got
the mountain
plenty
and
of
Athos are
rations.
still a couple of days away.
What about our horses? I thought we left them in town.
Oh,
Wait,
did
we
we?
did.
For
Yeah,
stabling.
we did.
Yep.
In Atos?
That's
Yep.
right.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, okay. We'll go down to Atos, get our horses and stuff, and
Can we
Okay,
leave it in
it's
the
a good thing I
village
bought
nearby?
11 more days.
Okay, I want 2d20s. First one flat, second one -1 as always. First couple of days of travel. You come into Athos, the road to there, nothing really happened. Man with you is kind of confused. He kind of just joins you, he doesn't really know where to go anyway. As you reach Athos, it's not that big of a place. Well, it's a reasonably big place, but it's slightly smaller than Amira. He says, so this is the place where you wanted to go?
Nope. This is just a stop to get our horses.
Okay.
Is he gonna be able to fit on the wagon?
He can fit on a wagon.
Okay, or he could just walk. His strides are like so
Yeah.
large.
He can sit on a wagon from time to time, then walk from time to time. He isn't
Yeah.
bothered by either.
Okay, it'll help him get his like overall strength back
Yeah.
after
And
all
like
being trapped
within
for
the-
over
within
100
the first
years.
couple of days, you can see that he eats about the same amount as you do. And he seems like full after eating about the same amount as you do. You can clearly see that, like the first little stream that you guys come across within the forest, he immediately goes there, asks for you to wait for a bit, then he starts washing a little bit of his face. He kind of puts some water down his long hair, kind of washes his that. When he is done, a couple of minutes, he immediately looks like a lot fresher, a lot less dirty, less worn down. And from that moment on, you can also slowly see each day that he sits less on the cart and walks more. But the way down he walks, because you don't have the cart yet. When you are at Athos, the man who you left the horses with, you are in time. He shows you the horses and the cart. Horses are fine, cart is fine. You can decide to sleep here for a night or just continue immediately.
Well, how late in the day is it?
You reach Athos about 1.
Okay, I think we just go back.
Sounds like a
We
plan.
can camp. It's totally fine.
Alright.
We're all kind of used to it.
Okay, so that's how many days until Emporion?
About a week?
Yeah, about a week.
Start from 0 again or -2?
Start from -2. You didn't spend time in Athos.
There's a 0.
Oh, there we go.
Right outside
You know what to
the
roll,
city.
right?
No.
2D fitty.
Fitty.
50.
2D fitty.
Yeah, 2D fitty.
Yep.
No
Fitty
mod?
fitty.
No mod.
Come on, man.
Just
At
making
least that's
sure.
not 99.
Plus 100.
Now, where did I leave that thing? There. There, probably? Yeah. What do we have?
Let's see if we meet another blue two-headed dragon.
It's not a 99, so that's good.
You'd be so unlucky.
I know, right? Roll 2
It's
99s.
basically run.
That's... Thank you. Oh. Ah, there they are. 2d4, please. With a 4. Okay, so you come. This is your second day. You are around the same area as the small city, just a little bit further towards Emporion. And as you are riding over the forest road, you see that at one point the entire road is squeaky clean. Like there is nothing on there but flat dirt. No leaves, no little patches of grass or anything like that. Just flat dirt.
Team Rocket has been here.
Okay, first thing I think is gelatinous cube. So should I like perception check to see if I see a slight glimmer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Perception's good.
At least we're not in a
16.
enclosed area.
No, I don't see it. Oh no!
I'll come to the rescue!
Yeah.
We're back to normal.
And just for the heck of it, so long as there's nothing flammable, 120 feet in front of us, I'm just gonna fire a firebolt down the path.
Okay, you fire a firebolt down the path. Make a roll to hit.
Okay.
Make a roll to hit nothing.
4.
You missed the air!
That'll hit a large inanimate object.
The fireball launches
Firebolt.
and keeps launching for a while until the magic itself is spent.
Yeah, okay.
Let's just continue, I guess.
Yep. Just keep an eye out.
Well, what about the thing itself? Should we like get off the cart and check it out? Look around?
Wait, there's a thing? I missed that.
Well, just
did I.
why no? I mean the ground itself.
Oh,
Oh.
Why would it be so flat?
sure.
Clean.
Let's nature check the ground. Why not?
Mr. Druid.
Coming up.
It's ground.
Yeah, it's ground.
Wow, guys! Why did I roll the best for a nature check?
Drake, what you can see from this is very basic, and actually every one of you can see this. Flat ground, just dirt, is not normal in the middle of an old forest.
Figured as much.
One of the few things that you also notice is that there are little to no sounds directly around you.
Okay, I want an Arcana check.
And then I've got an idea.
Ooh, nice!
I don't need a roll. I'm not going to beat
There
10.
is no magical presence at all.
What a
Apart from
freaking
all the
waste.
magical things that you are carrying around an at your person.
Are there any trees close to this area?
The path is reasonably wide, so there are no trees on the path themselves, but on the sides of the path you can see trees.
But okay, are there any large plants close to this cleaned, flattened area?
Yes, there are plants there.
Okay,
within plant eyesight, I guess, because he's gonna speak with plant.
because I have that ability 1 every 7 days to speak with plants for free. So I'm going to use it for the first time and ask the large plant near, or as close to this area as possible, what caused this?
The plant slowly wakes up as a very slow and kind of, it's not an old feeling conscious, but it is slower than your conscious works. As it slowly wakes up, it ponders your question, and it says, something came by, slowly creeping forward.
Describe it.
Big, liquidy, but no water.
So it is gelatinous cube.
Yeah, that sounds right. Is it okay? I'm asking you now. Is this like a path that looks like it's moving along, or is just an area that's cleared and everything around it is normal?
The path is completely cleared. On the side, you can see at some points where bushes, etc., stood very close to the path, that a part of those bushes are gone.
Yeah, it's totally
But
gelatinous.
the other parts are not.
Or a type of cube. Can ask what color they saw it as, or if it was completely translucent.
Okay, I asked the plant if the water was colored, and if not, clear, or what color was it?
It doesn't understand your question.
I guess they can't see colors.
Was the water, was it like stream water?
Do we know how long ago it was?
Was water-like, not water.
How long ago? How many moons?
How many nights?
Oh, it would be how many suns? That's how a plant would know.
This is true.
Oh yeah, true.
Well, suns are nights. Yeah, days are nights. Yeah.
Did you ask, Kai?
Yeah, how many suns since that happened?
3.
3. That means they're not very far ahead.
Yeah.
You guys want to fight another gelatinous cube?
After 3 days.
Not really.
Well, we just need
It's
to
actually
let
not
it
a
be
problem
close
as
to
long
us.
as everyone can like fire from a range.
Ranged.
Yeah, and then we just retreat. We just retreat 30 feet each time because I don't think they can actually go 30 feet.
And I'm only 25, but even then, it doesn't go that fast.
Okay, I'm willing to go for it.
Yeah, I'll just firebolt as well.
What? You have firebolt?
Yeah, I changed my spell from poison spray to firebolt.
You just shoot
cool.
your arrow.
I don't want to lose arrows.
Okay, fine.
Can you change your spell? Oh yeah, when you level up.
Yeah, when you level up.
Okay. You changed it into Firebolt?
The wizard spell, so yeah.
Okay. I thought you were bound to a couple specific types of spells.
Not for the cantrips.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what do you do?
Let's go after it, kill it.
Sure.
For XP.
Okay, you follow the path. Make a survival check.
To follow this path?
Not to follow the path, to follow the trail.
Oh, okay. That doesn't sound very hard,
One person does it, and only those who are skilled at survival.
Oh, it's wisdom based. Don't.
Yeah.
Only if you are
Don't do
proficient
it.
in it.
Ty
Believe
will
me.
do it with advantage because I have it too. I'm survival proficient too, and he can use guidance. So advantage and guidance, Ty.
Okay, it's just the same as my perception check, so.
Oh, nice. 4.
Yikes.
Except you have advantage.
14.
You have advantage, so I'm
roll
helping
another
you.
one.
There we go,
A
19.
little better.
19.
better.
Okay.
So yeah, you follow the path for a while, and then you can see that it veers off directly into the forest again.
Okay.
Very, very clear path. Only a moron could not follow this.
Mm-hmm.
And as you move upwards, at one point, you can see a small clearing. And a part of that clearing is cleaned up. And at other parts, it is messy still. What you can also see is that around in the middle of the clearing, You can see a pile of half digested bones, leaves, pieces of wood, even very rusty pieces of iron, which have vague sword-like and shield-like shapes.
Okay, and are these floating or are they on the ground?
They are on the ground.
How far away is this?
I guess perception check.
Well,
And how far away is it?
No.
About 60 feet away from your position now.
But we didn't want to get that close. 120
Yeah.
feet is fine.
What are you looking for?
For a gelatinous cube.
You don't find one.
Or a place that like would be the end point for where a gelatinous cube might be.
Maybe fire a couple of arrows into the area and see if any don't hit the ground.
I'd rather use firebolts.
That works too.
So sure, I cast firebolts in suspicious areas.
Okay, roll to hit for every one you try.
Well, how many areas do I need to try for?
How many areas do you want to try for?
Well, how many areas look like they could be like the end point?
360.
One basic area. The place where the bones lie. Fire goes over it. You hit at the bones themselves, bones scatter. Some of them break even more than they already did.
Okay. I don't see any movement anywhere.
You don't.
And does it look like there's a path that exits this area?
There is no path that exits the area unless you mean the path where you entered from.
Is there evidence that it was already killed by something else?
Possibly. You can roll an investigation.
Let me do that.
Well, I'll do
Okay.
that.
I'm efficient.
Yay! I stumble.
22.
So, Dolos, you go walk a bit forward, lean a little bit closer to the ground, first on the areas that are completely cleaned, which are basically the same. And then you move a little bit to the left side, where there are no clean areas. And you can see a couple of footprints in there. Humanoid. Seem to be a little bit heavier. Footprints and a couple of lighter footprints. Definitely different footprints. About 7 or 8 separate footprints. And they move about in the entire area, really. And where they cross the clear area, they are cut off. You follow a couple of them and see that they lead along the path that you took here, but on the forest sides of it.
Alright, so I'm guessing they were also chasing the cube. So it might have already been killed.
Is there anything of value in like the bone pile? Like did a magical amulet survive?
You can try.
What roll?
It's a perception. Investigation. As you go
prefer
to the
perception.
pile.
Just them two?
Whoever wants to.
One who wants to try and take a look.
Yeah.
You gonna try to investigate, Dolos?
Yeah, sure. 8.
Good try.
You do not find anything that you would consider valuable in any specific way.
Okay, I guess we'll just continue on then.
Alright. Back to the car.
You return back to the carts. And continue your journey for
5 more
5
days.
more days.
Definitely not.
Nothing happened, sir.
Good.
And you arrive in Emporion.
And we travel straight through Emporion.
how
Straight
many-
around, please.
Right around Emporion, alright, -5.
What?
-5.
Oh, okay.
How many days it is? 2?
-6 and a -7 for a couple of miles.
Ooh, close.
I feel it this time. Nope.
No.
And you arrive in Amida.
You felt wrong.
Yep. But it was a positive result.
So how many days was that total from Adus to Mida?
10 days?
9
days.
9.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, you can talk.
How much money do you guys have, by the way?
Not much.
Yeah, Dolos says not much as he puts away a bag full of platinum.
Oh shoot, I still haven't updated my money.
I've got 55 gold, 14 silver, 4 copper.
Yeah, I've got a total of 26 gold.
Although I should point out I still have some of the gems I've kept along the way.
Yeah. Well, you're paying for the horses then.
What
Yep,
else
so-
is new?
Let's see, my character sheet in game says I have 69 platinum, but my physical character sheet says I have none. Did we spend a bunch on something?
You probably did.
We
Probably
did
spent
spend
that.
on the armor.
And as you
The
keep
armor,
your
yeah.
physical
I guess so,
copy more up
yeah.
to date.
Yeah.
You spent it on the
I
armor.
actually do have none, yeah. Okay.
I still have some money, so I can pay for whatever we need.
Okay, Ty owes me 60 platinum.
Yep, and I owe 11 to Drake.
Yep, cool.
Yep.
So as you arrive into Amida, you enter the city itself. You walk by the various smaller shops, brothels, bars, the main city of the inner or of the outer ring. And as you enter towards the inner ring, Gumby,
Yes.
someone walks up to you, an acolyte.
Okay.
He
Actually,
stands.
I'm gonna buy some bolts when I get a chance.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like, is there an armor shop on the way? We just buy some bolts.
yeah, sure.
Okay, 1 gold, you got your bolts.
Yeah. Okay.
Acolyte
pops up.
comes towards you, gives you a slight bow. He says,
I say thank you.
he fully, completely ignores you. He says, Gumby, you have been expected. If you'd please come with me towards our church.
Sure. Okay. Why wasn't? Okay. I'll
Can
follow
we tag
him, and then
along?
on the way. Yeah. Can my friends tag along?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
shrugs.
He what?
Shrugs.
He shrugs, like, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Shit,
Like I don't care, or like nah, I'd rather not. But
And
okay.
that's, I don't care.
I wait for them to follow. And as we're going along, I'm like, I have
I would have told
I have
him
a
where the library was,
communicator.
by the way, when we got there, so...
Oh, okay.
The big guy.
As you say that, he says, they are aware of this, but somehow they didn't want to use the communicator. I do not know anything else.
In other words, Wrath forgot.
or it's a big secret that... What the heck?
The fuck?
What was that, boy?
It's because I need to keep in contact with the.
Anyway.
Yeah. I'll put myself on mute.
Military
Anyway.
training.
Yeah, anyway, Anyway, I guess we'll follow. We're not in a rush.
No.
So you follow this man to the chapel. No, to the church, really. He opens the door, or the door is opened. He walks through. He guides you through a couple of side passages on the side. As he stands before a room, he knocks twice. Waits. There's an answer coming from within. Yeah, come in. He opens the door for Gumby. And as Gumby...
Yes.
Yeah, he opens the door for you. And
Just
he steps
Gumby?
away. Just Gumby.
Okay, we'll wait outside.
Okay.
Did I turn myself invisible?
You are in full view of this guy.
You run around the
I just
corner
say
real quickly.
jokingly.
You run around the corner real quickly, turn invisible, and then run back through.
So, Gumby, do you walk in?
Toby can turn into a mouse and get in.
Yeah, right in front of the guy.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
mind me
does he
turning
lead,
into
does
a
he
mouse.
does he does he point to the place where I'm supposed to sit down or something, or?
Okay, you step
Go
in,
in the
the
room.
guy closes the door right behind you.
Okay.
And in front of you, you see a man sitting who is dressed in very common and basic clothing. He says, Gumby. Points to in front of him. Take a seat, please.
Okay. Do I know this guy?
You haven't seen him before.
Okay. He's in plain clothing,
In plain clothing, yeah.
and we're in the church.
Yeah, it's plain clothing. You could even say it's a step below commoner's clothing. It's very,
Okay.
yeah, very worn, very... It's not dirty, but it's definitely not new, and it's definitely wouldn't cost a lot of money. Yes. Let me just start immediately. What do you know of Odolaris?
Odarlars.
Make
What do I
a-
know?
Make
Religion?
either a history or a religion check. Your choice.
Stupid that they're both intelligence based and I'm a cleric, but I don't get any bonus. Do I have an 8? Well, it's the same. Nope.
You know the bare minimum of Odolaris. Odolaris is a great cathedral. It has been built ages ago. It is currently, well, it is built near a city which is currently known as Catania.
Write this down.
Nope.
Because only you can write this down, we can't.
Yep. And where?
The Phelon Kingdom.
The Phelon Kingdom.
That's,
Which is-
that's the game to the west.
Yeah.
Okay. And what city?
Catania.
Can you spell that out? Oh, Catania. Okay.
Yeah. You know that it is a place of great religious importance, and while they have spoken about it a lot during your time as an acolyte, or at least during a specific time of you being an acolyte, you forgot, didn't care, whatever. So that's literally all you know.
Okay, yeah. So it's like yes, I know the name. Or, like, yes, I'm aware of it.
Just the name?
That's what he asks.
Yeah.
Just about.
It's like, I don't remember much, unfortunately.
Then this talk will take slightly longer than I expected. He sits a little bit more down. You could say a little bit more slouchy. Odolaris is the great cathedral of the western continents, or the western parts of Musica. It was built in 9833 Well, it was basically built around 9,900 years ago, give or take. By the Shurtugal and their allies to honor the gods. Odolaris has existed in one form or another over the ages, and was built up as one of the great religious fortresses of the world. Odolaris itself is not one cathedral. The main building is called Odolaris, but the entire grounds surrounding it goes by the same name. And in essence, it's one massive religious fortress. During the Horus Heresy, the war that happened a short while ago, it was one of the final bastions of faith, the faith in the good gods, and it was one of the final bastions of the Phelem Kingdom to begin with. Now, Odolaris has one more thing, a thing that few are taught, few are known. Well, people know of its existence, but don't know the true meaning of it. Odolaris has a bell tower. The bell tower of Odolaris. We know. Mumble is not working. Cool.
I can hear you.
I can hear you as well.
Fanboy can't.
Oh.
Just message me.
Yeah, the guy who needs to be listening.
Yeah, I know. We're good now. I have no idea what just happened.
Okay.
So I pretty much missed his entire spiel. Well, I only got to the point where he leaned back in the chair and said Odolaris was built 9,900 years ago.
Okay. So, quick rundown. It was built that many years ago. It has existed in one way or another. It is currently a massive religious fortress. It became that massive religious fortress during the Horus Heresy, the war, a couple of years ago, where it was the only remaining place of the faith, or faith in the good gods at the very least, on Musica. It is now basically, it remained, or it kept the power it had then. Finally, he started to talk about the bell tower of Odolaris, which is known across Musica and even across the world. And there he continues. The basic idea of the bell tower is, of course, that there are bells inside of it. Nobody is really surprised by that. What most people do not know, and something that we would like to keep at the low as much as possible, is that these bells are more significant than just bells. When one of these bells is made, it is no larger than any basic small bell you can hold in your hand. From the moment one of these bells is hung up in the tower, the bell will grow, and it will grow to a size that represents the power of the god for which the bell is made.
Interesting.
We do not issue these bells. Odolaris itself tells us when a new bell is come and when we should pick it up. The tower itself and the bells have an innate connection with the gods they represent. The better a god does, the larger the bell will grow. On the other side, the worse a god is off, the smaller the bell will become.
Okay.
A few weeks ago, one of the bells in the tower fell down. It snapped. It crashed all the way down, hitting many of the other bells, not harming any of them, but hitting them nonetheless. And it destroyed the front of the bell tower. The last couple of weeks we have tried and mostly failed to find out why the bell fell. Until last week, where we got a message from our bell makers, who had apparently gotten the assignment to make a new one. We do not know how the bell will look, who the bell's owner is, but we do know that this signifies a major change into the hierarchy of the gods. The bell in question was Death's bell.
Right.
Oh, okay. It was belonged to who?
Death.
Death.
Oh, death spell. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, that guy we saw become someone else's subordinate?
Yeah.
I mean, you make Death your subordinate. That's kinda OP. Just saying.
Yeah. A major shift? No kidding.
We do not know what happened, but we have a couple of theories, most of which are kind of ridiculous. What we do know is that someone has to pick up this bell as soon as possible, deliver it to the bell tower. We have had many discussions within our ranks from all gods. Most gods were against picking up the bell to begin with. Luckily, or sadly, depending on how you see this, our goddess thinks differently. And I think by now you know what I'm hinting at.
You want me to do it?
I do not want you to do it.
Melisandre wants me to do it.
He nods slowly. He wants you to do it.
Okay, going out of character for a minute, so pick up the bell? That's what they want me to do?
Yep.
And then, like, put it back?
No,
Or...
it's not
They
bad.
basically want you to pick up the bell and bring it to the tower.
Okay. Okay.
Did they say they know where the bell is? I kind of missed that.
He says,
I know, I know. Okay, so yeah,
I thought I heard like they don't know what it looks like and whatnot. So how do they know like
yeah,
where it is?
It snapped, fell, and destroyed the front of the bell tower. But that's okay.
he then goes to continue. He says, this time, we don't know where the bell is. Usually,
so
what
nothing
happens...
like this has ever happened before.
He says, it has happened before, but less dramatically. Usually it's just, hey, there's a new bell, come pick it up. Instead of, one of the bells fell, and short while after there's a new one to pick up. We don't know where the bell is. One person gets chosen, and somehow that person figures out where the bell is. This somehow...
Okay, but wait, so pick up the bell from the maker?
Yes.
Okay.
Wherever he or she may be. For now, this is mostly informative for you. I tell you that this is coming. I tell you that when it comes, you should act on it. But I cannot tell you when it comes. If I were in your position, I'd be full of questions. You are, then feel free to ask. Pink is mumble effed up again.